What's happening, gang? It's Past the Gravy, episode 470. Happy Gravy Day to you and yours. It's Alex and Pat holding it down this week. Bo is on a cruise somewhere, I think, in the Caribbean.
They don't have internet on cruises? What the fuck?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to make him zoom in on a fucking cruise like while he's out of town. Hey, I don't care if you're on fucking vacation, Bo. Sign in.
Like, not even in his room, just like laying by the pool. Like, dude, put your laptop on your chest.
Whatever noise is going on out there. He's like on an excursion.
It's probably hot as shit on the deck of that cruise ship right now, too.
It's hot as shit here, too. So,
but that's what I'm saying. He's further south now.
I guess it is getting warmer. It's getting warmer. But yeah, Bobby Jokes is on a cruise. He will be back next week. But so yeah, it's just gonna be the two fellas now, Alex and Pat, hanging down with you guys. We got an interesting show, I think, ahead of us. And why don't we get right into it? Why don't we just dive right into this with the comeback kid or pre-cum segment before the comeback kid segment, the pre-comeback kid segment. Did you have anything you wanted to start off with?
Yeah. This is a question that was posed to me yesterday, and I thought it was perfect for here. If you lost both of your hands, how would you jack off?
You wouldn't, would you?
You're just gonna stop?
I mean, you don't have to meet like feet. Did you have to be super flexible and get your feet to do it, or you had to learn to suck your own dick?
Well, at first I thought just put the nubs on either side and like rub. And also, but then you gotta you're hunched.
But what if you didn't have nubs? What if it was just like straight at the shoulder?
No, you just lost hands. Just lost
the hands.
And then I was like, well, what's probably most practical is you just lay it against your stomach and just use one arm to just rub the top and bottom, just like kind of rub it on top, and then you're just going to blow all over your belly.
Yeah, I guess that.
But
it seems like a lot of cleanup.
I think what would have to happen is you just invest a little bit of money in a pocket pussy, put a little strap on it, put that over your nub, and then just fuck yourself with that. That's still jacking off.
Yeah. Never once
I think that's the most practical way to do it.
Never thought of that scenario, but I'm glad you brought it up.
I really wish Robert was here for this.
Robert would just be like, no comment.
I just want to see the look on his face. I should just text him that right now.
Yeah, we'll get his response and get him to tweet it. Make sure he tweets his response. That's pretty
Robert's
funny.
on vacation right now. This is his out of office text message response.
And he's not really he doesn't have an auto text response. It's just he sends it to you only.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, 100%.
He answers the phone. It's like beep, 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 beep. And he's like,
if I ever called him directly, I think he would answer and do that. Like, Robert's not here right now. Please don't leave a message, and then just hang up on me.
Try again later.
This is not in our allotted 2 hours that we see each other every week, Pat.
You talk to me then, and that is it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Bo would take your call though.
I don't think Bo would either.
Might not. Bo might.
Robert's annoyed by me.
But
too cool
what do you want, man?
Bo doesn't have
like an
time
attitude
for me. He's
about
too cool.
He's cruising. Too busy cruising, bro.
That he is. Yeah, that's all I have. So
okay.
Nubby jack off.
You know what? This could be a not cool, like in the not cool segment, but just I kind of want to sound off on it now. Like, I'm pretty pissed off at Reddit moderators right now. I've gotten in 2 fights with Reddit moderators. I mean, and I don't need to get into like it's on the Big Brother subreddit and the Detroit Red Wings subreddit, but I like to throw memes. I've got a meme game, and they've gotten restricted or they've gotten taken away for low content. And it's but they're memes. Memes are funny. They're not supposed to have a ton of content to them. They're just, haha, I looked at this and I laughed. And they all had 20 upvotes on all the ones that have gotten removed. But I've had 3 posts removed the last 6 days.
For some reason, Reddit isn't down with the memes. I don't get it.
That's what Reddit was for, I thought.
But also, welcome to Reddit that you're just now discovering that Reddit moderators are assholes.
Well, no, I've been on Reddit for years, and I've never once had an issue. And it's the last week, I feel like they're cracking down on a bunch of shit. But like, we don't need to get into Big Brother talk. You can watch us on and listen to us on Pass the Gravy Bro if you're into Big Brother. But like, I posted a couple of memes and they're like, oh yeah, well, like Big Brother is just like a cesspool of like, this is toxic. This show is toxic. This is racist. This is sexist. This is misogynistic. And I was like, sorry, like I just wanted to post like a funny. It was one of the girls on Big Brother and she was reaching over for something and I just posted like, my girlfriend was the girl and then it was the fries I ordered after she just told me she wasn't hungry. And I was like, that's just like, it's relatable. It's got the people from Big Brother, the show y'all watch.
That's
like,
good.
haha. And like, it's just like, it like memes don't have to be content. It doesn't have to be a ton of content. Low content is exactly what a meme was meant for. But it's like I West Ham's subreddit, when I post funny videos and funny memes with West Ham, it's like a lot of it doesn't have to do with soccer. It's just the guys from the team doing funny stuff in pictures. And you turn it into a meme. Like that's the fun part. And it's like, we all like this team. This is a funny meme that has our team in it. Like, I don't understand the logic behind like, well, we don't need that. Like, what? Why? People, you want people to laugh?
It's just, when you first said this, I was thinking like in the comments and not as a post itself. And I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a meme in the comments, which would they even allow that? Like, can you even post memes into the comments in Reddit?
I don't know if you can post like a link to a meme, I think, but I don't think you can post a meme. But
yeah, dude,
I don't know,
Reddit,
like that's like a
moderators
like
are dickheads.
I follow the Detroit Red Wings subreddit because I want to have like Red Wings content. Like, yeah, I read it for like discussions on like who got signed, which the Red Wings just signed literally everybody today.
Yeah.
But the meme was just like, it was the Mean Girls meme where it's like, get in losers, we're going shopping. And I just put Steve Yzerman, the Red Wings GM's face on it. And it's just losers, we're going shopping. Like, that seems relevant. Right? Yeah, r/Big Brother. And it was, it's and then I just responded to one of them. I was like, why the fuck is this getting taken down, man? They're like, oh, they're low content memes that don't really have anything to do with the show. I was like, they literally are people in the show. I'm not trying, like I'm marking them as memes. You have to mark what kind of flair it is. And I was like, it's a meme, it's a shit post. I don't fucking care. But just look at it and move on. Like, I don't know. I think like Reddit moderators, it's like you like, it's not a paid job. So like, you just like wanted to be a cop, but we're probably too lazy to be a cop because you would have to leave your house at some point. So they're like, you know what? Instead, I'm just going to sit on my fucking couch and then just be a dick to everybody about everything and not let anybody have fun. That's what Reddit moderators are.
Yeah, I just joined it and I'm leaving them a post right now. The title, Moderators Suck Ass. And it just says, why are they taking down funny memes? Get a life, you fucking dorks. I'm gonna get banned so quick.
Yeah, I do have burner Reddit accounts, so I could also use those, but like, I'm not going to. That's where I want to start fights with myself.
Add flare. No spoiler. That's so stupid. Just let me post. Don't make me mark 9 things.
I don't know. To me, it's like you go to the community, like on Reddit, where it's like, it's just whatever specific topic it is. Like if Pass the Gravy podcast had a subreddit, I would be like, moderators, let whatever the fuck goes, unless it's like porn.
Wild
like,
West.
Literally, yeah. Just like, if there's memes, let it go. If they're like just spam ads, I get that. But like, I don't know. I just wrote back to the Big Brother person and I was just like, well, have fun with all of your like racism discussions instead. Because that was literally the only thing the subreddit was. And I was like, I just thought this would be a little lighthearted humor. Wasn't dirty. Wasn't inappropriate. Just trying to have a little fun. I don't know, but like, fuck you, Reddit moderators. I'm sure that there's good ones, but it's like the ones that are just like, look, this is the power I have. And it's like power corrupts and you're being a dick.
They're like contractors. Yes, there's good ones out there, but Reddit moderators have the reputation they have for a fucking reason.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's me venting. It's a very specific rant, but fuck you.
No,
guys.
it's good.
You know, I did have an idea that I wanted to pitch.
All right, shoot it.
So like, you always have people like when you go get a haircut, and I know you cut your own hair, but like when you go get a haircut, sometimes you're like, you know, like sometimes like you want to refer to like, you know, like give me like the Charlie Day or like whoever. Oh, give me that Elvis cut. But like, I feel like to a person that's cutting hair, that's basically being like going to a musician and being like, hey, listen to this song, now play it. Do this. Just play what Zeppelin's playing right now. Play it right now. They're like, I don't know. I don't have the chords. I don't have the tabs. I need to learn how to do that first. And it's like, there needs to be a celebrity hair database. So you can, instead of just being like, it's this picture of Bradley Cooper, make me look like that. it's like Bradley Cooper has hair that is like from Bradley Cooper from this has hair that is 6 inches on this side. It's like whatever number whatever on this side. Like you should be able to like have the like recipe for that haircut. So then you can be like, here.
What people also forget is, yes, this is what the haircut is, but then also he's got $1,500 worth of hair product in there too,
And somebody that
to
like
make it
styles
look
the
like
hair
there's nothing in
for
there.
each movie. Yeah.
Yeah. It just,
But
yeah,
there
his
needs to
hair doesn't
be-
just hold that way.
But then it can
There's
also show you
special-
that like that would be a fun like that'd be a good Wikipedia
They
or
wouldn't
like
give
app.
out that information. This, first of all, the stylists wouldn't, like the people that are actually cutting their hair and shit. They're like, no, we don't want everyone to know exactly how I do my job. Fuck them.
Well, no, because like I've gone before because I'm and I do a lot of our photoshops and I'll be like, where like Sopranos font? What's the Sopranos font called? And like people will post this and then you have to go find it where it's like free or it's very cheap to download it. And people are always like, oh, that's this font. This is the name of it. And like somebody always like answers it when they're what's the font from this? And there's always somebody that answers it. Like there needs to be like, how's Charlie Day get his haircut? And then they're like, boom, here you go. And then it's more like a recipe that you can hand to a haircut person instead of
Barber,
like make it look like there's a barber haircut person too.
or stylist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think I don't think that information would be released to the general public. They look
But
down.
you could also have people Wikipedia it, like crowdsource it. Because you're bound to have people that are like, oh, so and so does this. And like maybe it's not always 100% accurate, but like I would say like you're not going to go to like a hair app if to like provide information if you're going to just provide bullshit information. It's a lot of a waste of time. I mean, people would, but it'd be kind of a waste of time in general. And you could kind of tell you like, yeah, no, that's not what that is.
I mean, but there would also be people like me, like I would put an entry for the Bruce Willis. So guys, just shave it.
But that would be funny.
That's the part I would take place in, not the actual. Or really good mullets. I would like to be on there.
Yeah,
I would follow those guys.
Like just go type in Danny McBride, and it's like an IMDb page, also where it's just like from these movies that like people have entered in, or like like lyrics.com when you're trying to find out the lyrics of a song, and it's just like random people have put in the lyrics to the song. No like specific person goes and does it. It's just, hey, you know what? I'm going to tell everybody what the lyrics to Still Waiting by Sum 41 are. I'm going to type these out. And then you go and like, that's what everybody just takes as fact. Like people could do that with Bradley Cooper's hair or Brad Pitt's hair or whatever it is. And then you like, I want a haircut kind of like that. And you can kind of get an idea of it.
Well, you could get era specific too, because then you could go like, I want Jaromir Jagr's mullet from the 90s.
Yeah, you could go athletes too. But like you go Leonardo DiCaprio, but I want Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic. Not Django.
No, not Django. We don't
Not Django. We don't want to look like the guy from Django. That's bad. Even though I've never really seen the whole movie.
Candyland. Oh my God, dude.
I started it and it was very long. And I was just like, I'm not going to finish this.
It's so good.
I never came back to it.
You're a bad person. Go back to it.
But
just get it done.
I don't know. Like a celebrity hair database. You did like a wiki hair. You just call it that. And it could be an app. It's very easy to use. Anybody could upload stuff to it, which like, yeah, there's stuff that could arrive from that, but I doubt that it's just going to get hijacked by people with troll hairstyles.
Yeah, you'll get a couple here and there, but for the most part, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Plus, then once you hand it to the barber,
a helpful idea.
Hopefully the barber or the stylist, wherever you go, would be able to look at the picture and then see the information that's underneath it and be like, this isn't correct when it is a troll job.
Right. But if it's like when they're like those people that have like the buzzed ones up to the side, it's like it's a number this to this, like it's a number 2 on this side. And then on the top, you layer the hair, and I don't know I'm trying to use hair terms, but it seems like it should be a thing and it's not.
Here's the thing. It's just, if you're going to do that, you can probably still just take the picture. You just have to pay the money and go to a good salon. Like, don't just go anywhere. Like, just Google nearest barber shop and be like, I want to look like Bradley Cooper. No, go to an actual salon that's going to cost you probably $80, but if you want the look, you got to pay for the look.
That's true.
Some people are probably laughing at me right now. Like, you think a good haircut only costs $80? I don't fucking know, guys. I don't fucking know.
But also like it's weird, like because I've gone in before and be like, can you kind of make it look like this? Like, and it's weird to just like show a picture and like you're like like I don't know, it feels uncomfortable, but to be like, oh yeah, give me just trim about 2 inches off the side here, do this, and then use a number 6 on the back or whatever. Like that way, like you would seem like you knew what you were talking about, as opposed to just make it look like this. There needs to be a way around that, I'm saying.
They'd probably just hand you the clippers and be like, here, you fucking do it then. You already know what all the numbers are.
I'm paying you to do it. So I would say to that.
It's an idea. It's an idea.
I think it would have uses. You know, I think people would use it for sure. What else? I saw a commercial for Nicorette, like Nicorette gum. I hadn't seen a Nicorette gum commercial, and it was about people quitting smoking and trying to quit smoking. And I kind of got to think, like, do you think anybody's ever just gotten super hooked on Nicorette gum, like a non-smoker? It was just like they accidentally grabbed somebody's Nicorette gum and like, this shit's good. Shit's really good. And like then like they were addicted to Nicorette gum, but not smoking. Like they were never addicted to smoking. They just became addicted to Nicorette gum.
I bet you at the very least a junior high kid has pretended to be, because like for some reason they think it's cool. Like, I don't smoke, but like, you know, I stole my mom's Nicorette gum and now I can't get off it, guys. I'm so hooked.
Love the stuff.
So good. Like, you think your Bubblicious is good? You got to try this shit, man.
That would be
for
funny.
The hardcore like, gum chewers.
You, instead of just carrying a stick of gum or like a pack of gum, you offer people gum and you're like, what kind of gum is this? You're like, it's Nicorette.
Like, what? It's awful.
Why? Why? Well, you know.
Yeah, it's just what I like. You know,
give me a little kick. I like my gum with a little kick to it.
It's got some tang.
They should also make alcoholic gum.
Oh wait. Oh, that's gonna be harder. We got to have THC gum coming down the pipeline, right?
I'm sure that exists already, but like alcoholic gum, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but how much alcohol can you fit in a tiny little thing of gum?
I don't know, and it would only really work with like sweet stuff. Like you wouldn't want to have like just like a whiskey. Like you wouldn't want to just chew on whiskey.
Pina colada gum.
Yeah, pina colada, like daiquiris. A strawberry daiquiri would be a fucking sick gum you could eat.
Joy gum, cannabis infused gum. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that already existed for sure.
But
like alcoholic gum would be kind of cool. Order some. I don't know if it works that way, but
probably can't legally order THC gum in Texas.
Probably not.
Delta 8 gum. I'm gonna find that. I'll get some Delta 8 gum.
There you go. There you go.
Dude, you can just get high as fuck at work, dude.
So yeah,
no.
Nicorette gum. I don't know. It was just like I was like, what is this? 2001? Am I watching TV in 2001? What is this?
Yeah, there's a lot of Delta 8 gum too.
Shout out to Nicorette though for still kicking. Around.
Yeah.
And they're probably back because like vaping is out. But people aren't allowed to vape with, was it Juul? They're not allowed to Juul.
They counterfiled on that.
But they're trying to get rid of that. So then people are just going back to smoking.
That's what I was talking with my like most of my coworkers vape now. And I was talking to the bar manager the other day. I was like, dude, you're just gonna have to go back to cigarettes. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go all analog on it. Fuck all you people with your digital sticks. I'm analog.
I'm going acoustic. That's acoustic smoking for sure.
Acoustic smoke, yeah, that's definitely what it is.
Last thing I really had was I just wrote Facebook Marketplace is weird. I don't really have anything against the people that sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but to me, it's like I don't have the time to sell shit on Facebook Marketplace because I see stuff where it's like, hey, there's this chair, it's $11 or best offer. And like you are like, just throw it away. Just throw it away. Or donate it. I guess like you had the benefit of like
money bags over here.
No, I mean I guess like $11 is something, but it's like to me, I'm not gonna like have a rando on Facebook show up at my house to pick up a chair or go out of my way to deliver it to somebody for $11. I'm just gonna throw it out. And I'm sure people have found cool shit on Facebook Marketplace. I just like sometimes you'll be like, oh, neat. I'm just like a toy truck, $8. Like, who is gonna? I guess if you're like on a budget trying to get your kid a present, okay. But I would just toss that toy truck. It's not so much the people that are buying it; it's the people that are selling it. Like, okay,
Well, it's people, stuff like that. They're like, well, my
it's like a
kid really
garage
enjoyed
sale.
this, but they've outgrown this toy, but it's still in good condition, and somebody else could use it, and maybe I can make a couple bucks off of it.
Like,
Nothing wrong with that.
A bug salt gun, gently used, $10 or best offer, and I'm sure like somebody might hit me up on it, and it's like I just don't want. I'm not gonna go
Raise
out
the
of
price
my.
on that.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to like meet you up. Well, I think you are like it's always like around the $10 range because I feel like it's shit that you just don't want. Like moving boxes, $20.
No, I mean there's a lot of good stuff. When my it was either my washer or my dryer when it like shit the bed a little while ago. I went on Facebook Marketplace and found a guy that's actually in my neighborhood that fixes them. Super convenient. Just put that bitch on a dollar, rolled it over to his house.
And I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really have a problem with people like it's not. It's weird because it's like it varies so much. Where it's like you can find like a washer dryer or somebody that'll fix your washer dryer, but then you can also find like a pack of wooden nickels. I found this is $18. You're like, okay, sure. I mean, maybe somebody wants that. Does anybody want some unused envelopes, like an entire thing of unused manila envelopes? Like, no, probably not. But yeah,
I will say this: Facebook Marketplace definitely proves that Facebook is the social media of old people.
that might be what it is.
Yeah, it's just like it's the shit. Some of the shit listed on there, you're exactly right. It's like, man, if you were in your 20s, you would not be selling this, probably because you wouldn't own it. But it's just, I mean, you can buy cars on there. It's fucking wild.
Next door kind of
it's like less
like
rapey
stuff
Craigslist.
Like that. Yeah, it's like Craigslist where you're assuming it's people that you kind of know because you can like see their picture and it's not just like Packer fan 128 and you're like, that's Pat, but like I don't see any photo of him or anything. Like that guy looks like this. So if it's a weirdo, it's not that guy showing up. Okay.
I think I'm forgetting now, but I swear I want to look up like my history because I swear I've actually bought a couple things off of here before.
I mean, I'm sure there's good finds, but it's like I feel like a lot of times it's like I don't think it's worth the time to just sell shit. Like I don't know. I'm trying to like a chess set, just a random like a chess set that's like the boxed chess set, not like a fancy one. And it's like you're selling it for $6. Is it worth the time and effort that you're taking to like post that? But I guess a lot of people that are selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace are just like, I don't care. Let's just see if any whippersnapper wants some chess pieces.
Also, man, it's just like they're like, well, it's passive income. Like I'm put it out there. If somebody happens to get it, cool. If not, it's just gonna stay in the corner of my room, and it's nothing. And you combine that with, I know you've seen Eastbound and Down, right?
Yeah.
So remember when she sells the first thing on eBay and she's, ooh, so fun. It's a little thrill for people to sell something like that.
That's true. That is kind of true. I miss the thrill of like eBay bidding. I never go to eBay anymore, but it was like always tight. Like when you'd outbid somebody, like, oh, okay, wait. There's only 2 minutes left in this whole window. Let's just wait in. All right, $10 more than what this guy said. Got it. And then sometimes they'd outbid you. But it was a fun time. I did it for a Terrell Thomas game worn Giants jersey one time. He went to do absolutely nothing for the Giants.
Hey, but that's a memory that you'll cherish forever.
I outbid the fuck out of a guy for like $98.
Overpaid by about $90.
Yeah.
Hey, but like we said, it's a memory, but
he wore it on the field. That's that. Yeah,
I'm trying to think of who that could be for the Packers, of like a player that. See, that's the thing though. I like if Packers play, you have an encyclopedic knowledge of like every player. If they suck for the Packers after like 4 years, I just completely forget them.
See, like I don't know. I was pretty good when I was growing up about like calling my shot on like jerseys. Like I would get jerseys of players that weren't like, I mean, like I would get like quarterback jerseys or like Plexico Burress, which I mean, you can say that I missed on that one, but he won a Super Bowl, so I'll take that. And then I also got to go to a Giants Cowboys game, and like I taped the 17. I made it an 87. I made it a Dominique Hickson jersey, so that was funny.
Oh yeah, he was a monster.
I mean, but he was filling in for Plexico Burress that year, so like it was like no, it's not a Plexico jersey, it's a Hickson jersey. But I also bought a Sonoris Moss jersey. That was probably the biggest miss I had.
I mean, I didn't have jerseys growing up. Well, I mean, my dad had a couple Favre ones that like we would just pop on during games, and like, of course, they were huge on us. But even as a kid, I was good about. I didn't really ask for shit like that, partially because I was just like, well, it's expensive, whatever. I don't fucking care. You know, I've got shirts, but like I also understood, like I'm gonna outgrow this so fucking quickly, and I'm not gonna be able to wear it. It's just a waste of money. Even as a kid, I hated spending money. I don't know where I fucking get that from, but
very like, whatever, frugal. Man. Very frugal. I'm not. I mean, again, I'm not shitting on Facebook Marketplace, but it's weird. It's a weird shit spot. People are selling. And like next door is kind of the same. It's just like more strangers than Facebook. But it's like I saw like it was like plastic coat hangers. We don't use we don't use these anymore. Or we switched to what like the regular clothes hangers or whatever it was. And it's like they did a whole story, but they were like selling them for like $8, like a whole thing of like plastic coat hangers. And I was like, just throw the coat hangers out, man. Like to me, if you're selling something for less than $10, like it's not worth the effort to me.
Yeah, those are the ones where I'm just like, it's fucking coat hangers, man. Just I can go to the corner store and get a pack of 20 of these for like $6 that are new. Like
pistache tray.
This
is how I should sell these. Pistache tray, $6. And people are like, it's an ashtray. Like, no, it's a pistachio tray. It's for your pistachio. It's like, nobody's gonna get it.
You're probably better off just selling it as a pasta gravy ashtray for the analog smokers.
Pistache tray slash ashtray.
But yeah, if you got coat hangers, guys, don't sell them on Facebook Marketplace. Just like go donate that. I don't know where you would donate them, but like go give them to.
Just throw them away.
Goodwill or Katie Christian Ministries. You just give them to somebody.
I'm wasteful. I mean, I am also the guy that just won't return things because it's like I'm not going to take the time to do that.
Oh, dude, once a week lately, I'll like look at my house and just be like, I should just box this shit up and give it away. And I say recently, this is probably been going on for like 6 months. I've boxed not a single thing. I've given nothing away.
Yeah.
I just have shit everywhere.
Like I have 2 Derek Jeter pullover jerseys that I bought within the last 3 months, and one of them I didn't realize was like the kid's size, so it was way too small. I'm not returning that. I just now have a kid-sized Derek Jeter jersey. So if I have a child at some point in his life, I'll be like, here you go, buddy, put this on. Daddy's had this for years. It's vintage.
There you go.
Like when I buy shit, I'm gonna either throw it away or I'm just gonna set it in the podcast studio and it's never gonna be used ever.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm very careful about buying things online. How far have I come in the last couple of years? I used to buy, when we started this, I had never bought anything online.
Yeah.
I buy shit all the time. Now I'm wearing, for those of you that are not watching the video version, I am wearing a Cartman robe.
Looking great.
I got online. It's even got the poof ball on top of the hood and everything. Like, look at this thing.
It's pretty great.
Super comfy.
Like Cartman going to a boxing match.
And dude, it's so soft. It's so soft.
Are you a big robe guy?
I am now. Never owned one before this.
You weren't a robe guy before? I was like kind of like a late in life robe guy, although I don't really wear it all the time. It's like a Saturday, Sunday morning thing when I don't have anything to do. Like getting out of bed. It's a silk kimono. It's got tigers on it and trees. It's pretty badass. I think I got it on Shinesty.com. It was like one of those like troll sites, but I was like, fucking, this looks sick. And I'll just like throw the mono on. Sometimes you make a breakfast at it. So then I usually sit, look at my bets, get everything ready to go. And then I go get dressed for the day, take Wheezy out. Like that's it's just like, it's an in between.
Yeah. 3 days in a row now. As soon as I've got home from work, my shirt has popped off and I've just worn the robe the rest of the night.
That's pretty sick. It's pretty sick.
Dude, it's so comfortable. I think I'm gonna wear it to work on Friday. Like,
You
I'm
should.
gonna have regular clothes too. But
But have
my
that
bar
over
manager just got back from Disney yesterday in Florida, and he bought the Jedi robe. So I was like, dude, if you wear your robe on Friday, I'll show up in my Cartman robe.
It's costume day. It's casual Friday.
Yeah, we'll robe off. Obviously, I'm not gonna wear it during service because like all these fuckers getting shit all over my Cartman robe, but
That's true. You should hand off the food. That'd be cool.
it's like my two most important possessions that I own now are my Xbox and now this robe.
Yeah, Xbox is one of my top ones for sure.
The first time I had this, I put it on, just like sitting on my couch wearing it. I'm just like, dudes rock. Like we're so simple
Dudes
to
do
keep
rock.
happy.
This is all I need. This is all I need. All right. I think that's enough for our pre-com segment. Let's move on to the comeback kid portion of the show. We tell you guys what's back in the news, according to us at least.
It's the comeback kid. The comeback kid of the week. The comeback kid of the week. Bitch.
Our first comeback kid this week, space. It's space, bro. Did you know that there was a telescope that we had that saw some stars? I didn't know the name of this telescope until I realized like I should probably be a little bit more educated on it before talking about it on the podcast, since we don't have Robert to just explain it, because that's my favorite thing about the comeback kid segment. I'm like, this
We're never
thing,
educated,
Robert,
though.
what is that? But it's called the James Webb telescope. Don't fucking know who James Webb is. Not Charlotte's Webb. That's what I would have called it if I was
Fucking
coming up
nerd.
with the name of telescopes. But some guy probably likes stars, but it shows like further star systems. And like I tried to read a write-up of it, and I was like, I don't understand any of this. But from what I saw on one guy's post on Facebook this week, it shows like possible other galaxies, and that kind of gives us a better look into like maybe we're supposed to be able to tell if like there could possibly be water in other galaxies just by looking at these pictures. And I don't really know about all of that stuff, but I don't know how we're gonna get to those galaxies. It seems like they're really far off with just in a fucking telescope thing to go look at it. I don't know.
Well, eventually we're gonna have to develop some sort of slip space or whatever you want to call it, hyperspace travel to get there. We are a long way off. Maybe we could start sending communications. That's all it is. But yeah, that picture is sick. Like it's great detail. And they say
It just looks like an iPhone background screen.
Funny you say that. My GM made that his iPhone background screen. I'm not kidding about
Doesn't
that.
it like when you would buy a Mac, like it would just have like space in the background?
Oh, yeah.
Like there's the generic, like that's exactly what the telescope pictures look like.
But it's crazy when you see the one where like they show that and then they go, and now this is scale of it, and then they just start zooming out. Like they say, it's if you took a grain of sand and held it up at arm's length and looked up at the night sky, that's the full extent of what that showed. And it had 100, 200 galaxies in that picture.
But like we can see that. Like you can see that, but like my parking lot and my parking garage, if somebody was fucking with your car, the like resolution on the goddamn security cameras here, it's like, yeah, we couldn't make out the license plate. It's like it was right in front of the camera. I couldn't make it out. It's like they can literally see fucking stars in other galaxies, and you can't see a fucking license plate that's 4 feet away.
Yeah, there's no excuse to have bad cameras anymore.
It's pretty ridiculous.
And I get like it takes money to update shit, but like
we're looking at galaxies, guys.
You can get a good security camera with a good camera on it for like $20 online. If your apartment complex can't afford 6 of those, you suck.
They can afford to raise the rent.
Right?
Like, boy, you guys don't have any problem doing that. What are you spending it on, huh?
I mean, I didn't mean your apartment complex. I'm just saying as an apartment complex, you got 800 units. You can't afford $1,000 in cameras.
Like grocery stores, like and all that shit. Like some grocery stores I know have just that shit. Like this is the video of the robbery that we saw. You can't make out anything. Come on. We're looking at 100 galaxies in one photo, and I can't fucking see this guy's face.
That's what's funny. Like whenever they do show those security camera fucking the Zapruder film of JFK getting shot and then Bigfoot walking across that forest, those films were fucking clearer than what we have on modern security cameras.
Yeah. And then we can look into separate galaxies for like it's the clearest fucking photo ever. I mean, which I get that it's a really high quality
that camera costs us like $7
and all
billion.
that, but it's like that's also looking super far away. So like maybe for like a reasonable price, we should be able to like have not shitty ones.
I'm with you 100%, buddy. We got to reform the security camera industry. Let's get Elon on it. I'll put in I'll text him.
Figure it out. I don't know. Like then that just got like, yo, there's aliens, right? Like we can't be. It's like I don't fucking want to play this game every couple of months. Every time there's something from space. Like it's really cool, but I felt like I am just not a smart person because I was like, yeah, whoa, like those photos are awesome. And then people would try and explain what it was, and I was like, that is cool. I'm gonna go back to Twitter though.
Elon actually tweeted about this like yesterday. It was a meme where it was like, oh look, aliens. Let's grab the shittiest camera we possibly can.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it is. Like I was shaking the entire time I took the picture as well, so it's very blurry. Okay.
Which and by the way, side note, whether you love him or hate him or feel nothing towards Elon, everyone has to respect that he is just completely upped his troll level game now. He doesn't even give a fuck about his businesses. He's like, I'm just gonna troll people on Twitter all day.
Yeah.
All day. Like I don't remember what the original post was. It was just shit posting. He was just shit posting. And then some lady that works for she's like an anchor on MSNBC was like, wouldn't it be amazing if you used your resources and outreach to just spread positivity and blah blah blah? And he just responded to her, yeah, what if MSNBC did that? Like he doesn't give a fuck anymore. Dude is funny. He might be an asshole, but he's fucking funny.
Yeah. He's like a super rich guy. Like when you're super rich, like, yeah, he has a bunch of companies, but he doesn't necessarily have to go in. He's the fucking boss. He's like hanging out in his mansion or his yacht being like, I'm going to tweet.
He's the new Trump on Twitter. Like it's a very different style, but he's just
not the leader of the free world, which is
he just enjoys baiting people and then being a dick to them online.
Yeah.
Which I fully respect because it's fun. I don't care how much money you have. It's fun to fuck with people.
Yeah, it's like that's what Twitter's for, is fighting. It's pretty much what it's for.
Fighting and making up stories about how smart your toddler is.
Or that your toddler wants to fight with you. That's like a whole thing now. It's like, we're going to go fight this kid and their mom. Tell your kid
Papa,
that.
why is the gross domestic product of Taiwan not higher based on their socioeconomic status in the world? Hashtag kindergarten.
Get the fuck out of my get the fuck out of my house. Just get out. I don't fucking know. Don't talk to me like that ever again.
I think you're an alien. I'm gonna kill you.
Daddy, why are people in impoverished countries not able to feed their families while here in America we're able to do this, but we have the highest rate of this and whatever? And it's like, you know, I grounded the kid, grounded him for 6 years. Told him to shut the fuck up and never talk to me again.
If your kids are asking you questions like that, you need to block all news channels on your TV so that they can't watch it.
Just send them to their room.
Yeah. Just give them an Xbox, or just do the old school thing and kick them out of your house and say, don't come back until the streetlights come on.
If your 3-year-old tries to have a complex discussion with you about Roe v. Wade, just tell your 3-year-old to shut the fuck up because they're 3 years old.
Yeah. And
I'm not taking a side on the whole thing either. I'm just saying it's like, those don't happen. You're making it up for Twitter clout. Chill out.
Your 3-year-old should have no concept of abortion. They're 3.
It's weird that you're talking to your 3-year-old about that. Yeah.
Let them be 3.
Just let them be 3. Hey, here's Blippy. Watch this.
I didn't fully understand what a circumcision was till I was a freshman in high school. I just thought dicks looked like mine.
Yeah.
Until I had a buddy that
had like an
got
idea.
a circumcision. I didn't realize, until I started seeing other naked dudes in the shower. Didn't know there was 2 kinds of dicks. All the dicks in my family that I saw as a little kid looked the same, which was just me, my dad, and my brother. There's no other family dicks I saw, to be clear.
That's good. That's good.
Fucking
Okay.
anteaters.
Next one we got, I think the final comeback kid of the week is ERCOT, because I feel like we never fucking hear about ERCOT unless it's bad. Also, the grid. The grid is also back because it's like protect the grid, conserve, and it's like fuck you. Have a better grid. All right, I'm turning my temperature down now.
I don't pay taxes and bills for you to tell me that I have to conserve energy. Fuck you. I'm going to use whatever energy I feel like using. I pay for it. I will literally pay for it.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Don't tell me what to do. Oh, but
No,
a couple
not a
years
chance
ago,
in hell.
it was like, oh no, keep that thermostat low. Keep that thermostat low, and they're like, no, it's too low. Go send it up. Send it up. It's like, no, fuck you. You told me low 2 years ago. I'm staying there.
It'll be 70 at night and 75 during the day. And then, you know what? If I'm a little warm during the day, I'll bump it down to like 73. Suck a dick.
And then I'll pay for it.
Yeah. It's the only reason I go to work, so that I can pay for air conditioning.
Everybody always wants to go off the grid until people want to be on the grid. And then ERCOT's like, no, we don't go off the grid. We're on the grid.
My brother would go off the grid if he could.
Your brother would.
I think at some point, and I don't really want to do it because I actually don't think it would be that good, but I feel like we should interview my brother at some point.
I kind of want to also.
Well, we'll do a 45-minute interview and then have to cut it. It'll be like 15 minutes. Just he'll say shit and we're not airing that.
We could cut it into a bunch of different parts.
We can do clips. Just build up to it like
It's just
3 weeks from now. It's a long-awaited Andrew Dion interview.
Why don't you have a wallet? Because wallets are fucking the government. What?
I don't fucking need one, man.
Tell us about banks, Andrew.
When's the
Don't
last
trust
time? When's the last time you woke up and didn't have a drink within 30 minutes? I don't know, man. I had work that day, I guess. He lives his life exactly how he wants to.
Yeah, you gotta
respect it, but it's just he's fucking wild.
I do respect it. Speaking of interviews, I am not at liberty to discuss it just yet, but
Guys,
very possibly could have the biggest guest ever in Past Gravy history.
guys,
I may be interviewing him tomorrow, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Big time interview is what it would be.
I wish I could be on that. Actually, I kind of even
I'm doing it for the morning show, but I will also be stealing it and putting it on Past the Gravy as well.
Plus, I would have nothing to offer. I would just be, I would be Chris Farley. I would just be, hey, remember?
That's what I'm really worried about.
When you told the joke? Yeah, that was cool.
There were like Pat. I was telling Pat, I was like, if you told me like Alex, like name 3 people you could have dinner with, anybody that's alive in the world right now, who would you want to have? Like any 3 people alive in the world right now, who would it be? And I said probably like Eli Manning, Derek Jeter, and then the third one was the person that I am about 99% sure am confirmed that I will be interviewing tomorrow. So very excited for that. It's a little tease. So make sure to tune in to next week's PTG because could be a good one. Could be a very, very good one.
Without a doubt, if it happens, it'll be the best episode we've ever done.
Yeah.
Just
because of that period too.
Yeah.
But there you go. So yeah, the grid, that's back. Let's stay on the grid, fellas. We're on the grid this week. Did you have anything for Comeback Kid, Pat?
I did. As you guys are listening to this, unless you're listening on Wednesday night, it will be over. But today and yesterday were the Amazon Prime days. And I was like, when I first saw that, I was like, cool, it doesn't matter. I've got Amazon Prime. And then yesterday I realized, oh no, that means there's deals everywhere. So as we are speaking, I am not only buying 10 black shirts for work. Actually, does that say heavy cotton? I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. I'm getting them anyway. But I'm also finally, I wanted to do this live. I'm also finally buying something that I've wanted to buy for a long time because it's cheap. I'm getting a cordless weed whacker and a cordless blower.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, and then I'm just gonna gift the other 2 to my buddy that he lives in my neighborhood, and I just let him use my shit all the time. So now I can just leave him those.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm just a nice guy like that.
The electric ones you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I got my dad an electric powered blower for Father's Day a couple years ago. And he loves it. It's like he said it's like super quiet.
Yeah. Oh, my main thing is too, I've got 2 extension cords that plug to mine right now. So I have a lot of range on it. But the only cord in my garage is in the back of my garage. So I can get kind of to the very corner of my property, like of my front yard, but like I can't fully get the range of motion that I want on it. And then when I'm like blowing in the street and stuff too, it's just limited range. So I can't fully blow the way I want to. So now I'll be able to. It's like, it's just one of those adult purchases where like, yes, I've got yard working equipment. Let's fucking go. The only downside is now I gotta
excited to like do the yard again.
Yeah. And it'll be nice to be like, Evan, dude, just keep that's just yours now, dog.
Hey, bro. Don't worry about it.
And then eventually I might be like, hey, dude, you want to buy the mower off me? And then just maybe charge like half of what an electric mower would cost me.
No, put it on Basic Marketplace.
No. But I kind of want the electric mower too. Like I got the mower or the weed whacker blower combo right there for $100. Thank you, Prime Days. It should have been like 170.
Dude, I saw a mower the other day. It's like, it was like a Roomba mower. Like it was small and it just was like marching down the grass like that on its own. And I was like, I don't know if anybody was controlling it. I don't know if it was like programmed to just go to certain places. Like, I don't know how it worked, but it looked crazy, bro.
I'll bet you $1,000 that wouldn't work in my backyard because I let it get long and it just rained.
Yeah, the grass wasn't like crazy out of hand. Just like, I don't know, Google like robot mower. But it was, it looked like a Roomba.
Electric mower is $200. I really want to buy that right now too.
Do it.
No, I don't know. You'd be blowing all
It's
this money.
Prime Day, bro. Celebrate.
I'm gonna think about it. $300 for all 3. That ain't bad at all.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Spend a lot more on dumber shit, probably.
Yeah, and this is actual functional shit. Then I'll stop spending money on gas, which the amount of gas you spend on a mower is negligible anyway.
How much does a mower take to fill up?
Not much. Like I can't even tell you the last time I filled up the 5-gallon bucket that I used to refill it. Probably months. It holds less than a gallon.
This is a big dude podcast, just talking mowers, bro.
Dude, there's
Talking
dads
space
listening right
and
now. Like
mowers.
Todd Voss is probably like, fuck yeah, dude, make that investment.
Do it, bro.
Yard work.
Yo, you invested in your yard, but have you invested in yourself today, bros? Ask yourself that. Rise and grind.
Dude, I want to watch them, but literally every time I'm scrolling and I just start to see your forehead come onto the screen, it's like, hey, God, I just swipe right past it. It's like, I can't even stand
What's up, fam?
I can't even stand that fucking voice. It's like, I want to support you, man, but I hate those people that you're making fun of so much that I can't even watch it.
Somebody at work the other day, she's really sweet, and was like, hey, I just want to see your motivational posts every morning. They're just so much positive energy. I really like it. And I was like, oh, it's a joke.
You didn't tell her that though, did you?
No, I was like, thank you.
Yeah. Like, oh, I don't want to shatter your illusion that there's nice people in the world.
It was just a joke. I'm just ripping off other things that other people say and just showing how easy it is to just make up motivational posts every single day.
I just had an idea though. I'm gonna just start copying those videos and posting them under dudes that make motivational posts until I get blocked.
Do it.
That's actually a good idea.
There you go.
And just underneath everyone, just be like, this is you.
I was doing the dishes the other night and, I was using a sponge and that kind of got me to thinking, like, our brains are sponges and we should be soaking up as much knowledge as we can every single day. Like, what have you learned today? Go out there and don't just learn nothing. Be a sponge. Soak it all in today, bros. Rise and grind. Just made one up right there.
That gave me a headache listening to that.
I know they are so stupid. Like they're so dumb. Just that got me to thinking. It's exactly still the cookie cutter that we came up with like 6 weeks ago.
I was taking a dump yesterday, and I was thinking, like, sometimes you really just gotta push. Like, you push through the hard things in life, you push through work, but at the end, you're gonna get that relief. Rise and grind, bros.
Yep. Wow, powerful.
Did he just make a motivational post about shitting? Yes, I did.
He did. He can motivate anybody with anything.
Talk about what you know.
Exactly. And that was the Comeback Kid segment, guys. We're flying through this, Robert.
That was the shortest comeback kid we've had.
It probably was. I feel like there's like not a lot that hasn't happened. I wanted to say Breakfast Tacos was a comeback kid, but I'm not going to say Breakfast Tacos was a comeback kid. Just
oh man, the memes that came from that were so good.
We stay away from that. All right, we're not that.
Talk X to you.
Our next segment is the it's WWJD. Excuse me, and WWJD this week is brought to us by Little M Shop, littleemshop.com. If you use our promo code PTG69, you're gonna get 10% off your order. If you order $10 or more, you're gonna get free shipping on that whole order. So you can save money and get free shipping. Seems like a pretty good deal to me. Go and buy some of the best air fresheners on the planet. They also have stickers. They also have shirts. They also have they've got get cards, if you want to write some stationery cards, they got all kinds of stuff. You want little planners, they got everything for you. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. littleemshop.com. But they do have the best air fresheners in the entire world. Don't be one of those motherfuckers driving around with those baby back bitch trees hanging from their rearview window. Those are stupid. Don't do that. Get a Little M air freshener and hang that with pride. Tag us when you do at PassGreatPod. Tag them. They're at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little EM Shop on Instagram. littleemshop.com. littleemshop.com. Promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order. littleemshop.com, the official sponsor of the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If he wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
Okay, so in the What Would Jesus Do segment, if you're new here, basically, we've always wanted, we had the bracelets never answered what Jesus would do. I thought we were supposed to get answers when they said, just ask what Jesus would do. Who's going to tell me if he would do that or not? All you got to do is hit us up at PassGreatPod. Use the hashtag PTGWWJD. We're going to keep doing this until you guys stop sending these in, and throw Jesus in a situation he would find himself in today's times, and we'll tell you what he would do in said situation. At PassGreatPod, use the hashtag PTGWWJD on Twitter, and if you guys stop sending these, we're going to stop doing them, but hashtag PTGWWJD at PassGreatPod. This week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our buddy Jordan Welch at J_Welch2795, and Jordan says, if Jesus was a chef contestant on a Food Network show like Chopped, what could we expect him to make to impress the judges and win? Maybe an appetizer, an entree, possibly a dessert. And then he also gave us the option of all three, we go appetizer, entree, and dessert. And I really dug deep into this. I did do some research prior to the show today because I want to give you guys the best answer I could. And I looked up what did Jesus have at the Last Supper? And I would have thought lamb, but no, Jesus was the sacrificial lamb thing was after Jesus, it made it seem like. So I also learned that in Jerusalem, which is his hometown, I guess he was born in Bethlehem, but Jerusalem is really where he was in. It was known as the land of olive oil and honey, a land in which you will eat bread without scarcity. That was from Deuteronomy in the Bible. Ever heard of it? So I was maybe something with olive oil and honey. I don't really know where that goes together. But yeah, something like a bread dip. That would be some sort of if he was coming up with an appetizer, it would be one of those where it's a little pepper, a little bit of everything. You throw a little honey, a little olive oil in there. You dip the bread. That's what you're using as an app right there. I also thought fish. He was famous for turning 5 fish into 5,000 or whatever it was. But then I kind of started looking at other stuff that was around during then, and I came across baklava, because when you go on the Food Network shows, it's never I'm gonna make a cheesecake. It's I'm gonna make a gorgonzola cheesecake with rice patty cakes on top of it. Like it's always got to be like something crazy delicate or like some weird dish I've not heard of. Baklava, I thought it was like a face cover. I didn't know that it was like food. So a baklava
That's
is
a balaclava.
balaclava.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what the face mask is. But a baklava is a
Baklava
layered
is
pastry dessert made of phyllo pastry filled with chopped nuts and sweetened with syrup or honey. So there's our honey, and you probably have a little olive oil in it. So there's our land of honey and olive oil. And then it said that like all of the stuff that goes into a baklava was pretty much at the Last Supper, like maybe not all together, like in one dish, but it was all a part of the Last Supper. And that seems like Jesus would be like, oh, so I decided that today, with the stuff that I got some, pistachios, I've got some nuts, I've got some honey, I've got some olive oil. I think I'm gonna put together a baklava. I mean, the body of me is gonna be, the top and the bottom of it. And then also when I did some research in Greece, the Greek baklava is supposed to be 33 dough layers total. Like if you make a correct Greek baklava, it's 33 dough layers, because baklavas were eaten in the time of Jesus, and 33 is supposed to represent the amount of Jesus's time on earth, because he died when he was 33 years old.
Oh.
So I was like, baklava seems like that's like a crazy like classy name to throw on a dish. And then yes, I made the baklava. And also it wasn't just fish. So like I felt like that had a little bit of everything that I just used, like olive oil, the honey, the pistachios, the nuts, the bread, the body of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Probably with a little side of wine on it too. You could finish it after this. You'd probably go dessert if you had to do that. And then I would say baklava.
So I'm gonna agree with you on the dessert. We'll go baklava. That's perfect right there. I took it more of like if Jesus was on Guy's Grocery Games, where he has to run through, pick things, and they have to be like under a certain amount, or they have to fit the criteria. So he can't spend a lot of money on it. Appetizer, I'm thinking what he's going to do is he's going to run through, he's going to get some Ritz crackers, right? Jesus is known for the Christ cracker, and maybe just some like already cooked cured salmon. So he's going to make like little lox. But instead of the bagel, he's going to use a little cracker, and then maybe have like he'll make like a balsamic drizzle that goes on top of it, just as like a fancy but cheap appetizer.
A drizzle is a very like Food Networky show word.
Exactly. Then for the entree, what he's going to do, Jesus wine. You can't actually serve wine with the entree. That's like not part of what they do. But he can use the wine. He's going to make a nice chicken marsala with his Jesus wine, because the Marsala sauce is a red wine sauce. So he'll make that and then have like a nice, you said bread. We'll probably like serve with a little bit of a nice French bread sliced to mop up the sauce a little bit right there. And then I think baklava, I think you're right there. Bam. That's the third course.
You get the little bread and the oil with the honey in it to dip the bread in as like an app while you're waiting. You get that. The what was it again? The chicken marsala with the wine.
Even over the drizzle over the crackers, instead of just doing a balsamic, do a red wine balsamic reduction. So
you want to substitute the chicken for lamb to make it more Jesus-like, possibly fish?
I traditionally Marsala doesn't really go with lamb. You're either gonna go chicken, or the Marsala doesn't go with lamb. You're gonna go chicken or veal traditionally.
The lamb is kind of like a veal. It's veal adjacent.
But when you do veal with it, you do a veal cutlet. It's pounded out. It's thin, and you don't really do that with lamb. I guess you could. But like I said, also he's running through the grocery store and there's a budget, so that's why
he's a carpenter. He can build whatever he wants, and that includes in the kitchen too. So yeah, I think chicken marsala with the wine, little Jesus. But here's like the little thing. Like he actually grabs a big jug of water, and Guy's like, "What are you doing, my man?" He's like, "Don't worry, I got a plan for this." And then he sits down.
That's the show.
Ah! Yeah,
see, and that's part of it.
Shit! Did Jesus just turn that into wine? You bet your ass he did.
I forgot to say that part of it because, like I said, it's Guy's Grocery Games. He only has a budget of what he can get. He gets water instead of a bottle of wine, saves on that, and like you said, he just turns it into wine for the dish. Frugal at the same time.
Love that. And then the baklava to finish up.
Yeah.
So yeah, so chicken marsala would be your answer if you had to make one dish. The baklava would be my answer if you had to make one dish. And then I think we got the bread with the oils. You're gonna dip that in. That's the appetizer. If you had to make all three, yeah, we just nailed a perfect like
I'm
JC
sticking with my
Food Network
appetizer.
meal.
I want Jesus to have crackers in there somewhere. Because I mean that's one of the things.
You could have crackers to dip in the oil too. Crackers play.
With the red wine balsamic reduction. A little drizzle on there on that salmon.
Yeah.
It's classy but cheap at the same time.
That was a good question, Jordan. I really like this. Give us some more like type like that where we get to really like think. And I like doing like the research on this. Also,
I want some
side
fucking
note,
baklava now.
I got to go to Pat's restaurant for the first time this week, and I got to see Pat in action. It's fun. Pat's fucking
Hopping around.
Knows what he's doing. Knows what he's doing. I was like, Pat, what do I get? He was like, the chicken parm, bro. Go with the chicken parm. Can't go wrong.
You still had half of it to eat fucking the next day.
I had some today.
Yeah, that thing's fucking big.
Yeah, you didn't tell me it was the size of a suitcase.
Yeah.
And
That's part of the reason it's so good.
then Pat brought out some like bacon mac and cheese, bruschetta. Fucking
that bruschetta's dope, dude.
That's good shit. That's good shit. But I appreciate you hooking us up, man.
Of course, buddy.
It's just cool seeing you in your element,
I know
all
what
right.
I'm doing.
You definitely do. You definitely do.
The one place.
And he told our server if he fucked up at my table, he was going to kill him. And I was like, good. Good. Moving on.
Yeah. No, he did it though. Nick did a good job.
He was badass, dude. Nick was a good dude. Shout out to Nick and Jonathan's the rub. All right. Let's go on to this could be the fastest podcast in Passive Gravy history. We're the two longest segments right now, but we're gonna get into it. Not cool. A lot of times in life, man, there's things that happen to make you say, hey man, that's not cool. You could stub your toe. That's not cool too. You could also get run over by a bus. Very not cool. Those are both not cools, but there's varying degrees of not cools. We do like it when you share your not cools with us. So hit us up on Twitter at @PassiveGradePod, excuse me. Use the hashtag PTG not cool and just kind of vent. That's the beauty of this segment. We just whine about shit that's happened to us in the last week. And we're gonna pick a couple of the best ones that you guys send in each week and share them. And then we're gonna give you guys ours. Wrap it up at hashtag PTG not cool to @PassiveGradePod on Twitter. This, guys, is the not cool segment. But before we play the intro, it's brought to you by our good friends at Southern Star Brewing Company. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world. So a little behind the scenes in my life is I'm getting ready for a wedding in a couple months, and we put together the wedding registry. And my buddy was like, dude, you always got to throw in a couple of things you don't think anybody's gonna get you, but maybe they do. And I was like, so like 6 TVs, like 6 flat screen TVs, so we can have multiple TVs in the living room. Like that's kind of what I wanted to do. But then Emma was like, do you have enough screens? Like I do have the Surface, I have the laptop, I have the iPad. I can watch 3 games at once and then also play Xbox on the TV if I want to. But so I went, instead of doing that, I was like, what's another dude purchase that I don't want to buy myself, but like somebody might get me, but if they don't get me, I don't really care.
Fridge.
Absolutely. And guess what showed up at my door yesterday?
You actually did go mini fridge?
Got a fucking mini fridge, dude.
Dudes rock, dude. Dudes rock.
Dude
we know
rock,
exactly
man.
What we want, man.
So now I have to like clear out a spot for it in the studio. Hope it's not too loud. And like I'm gonna have
to your left, right there in the corner.
How I'm tying this to the Southern Star ad is I'm gonna have an entire fridge that's only filled with Southern Star. Like I'm gonna just have Southern Star from the top to the bottom. Somebody will come over and be like, what do you want? And they'll just name every single Southern Star beer that's out. And I'll be like, yeah, I got one of those. It's nice and cold for you too. It's fucking awesome. Because when we go to Southern Star, we love our guys at Southern Star, and they'll load us up with some beer. They're like, here, have a couple of cases, and they'll hand us the little pallets where it's got 4 6-packs in it. But like in my main fridge, like there's food and stuff like that. Emma buys stuff. Emma buys groceries for us to cook for us throughout the week. I'm not gonna be like, Emma, we have to have 400 beers in the fridge right now. So like sometimes they're just sitting out, and then you just you start loading it up as you finish them over the weekend. Now I'm just gonna have a beer fridge. It's just, I've never owned a beer. Like I have never had a beer fridge myself, and I feel like a fucking man. Like I haven't even set it up yet, but I feel so excited. I feel like such a dude. This is a dude podcast, talking about mowing, talking about space, talking about just guy stuff, mini fridges, beer fridges, And I'm getting to do that because of Southern Star Brewing Company, and then also shout out Trish Petter for getting me that on the registry. But yeah, Southern Star Brewing Company, the perfect beer to fill any beer fridge with. And the beauty of it is that there's so much variety. I mean, you're probably going to have a favorite Southern Star beverage that you're going to want to stick with, but it's also nice to change it up every now and then. I mean, it's the perfect pool beer right now. It is the hottest fucking days of summer are right now. There was like 105 day earlier this week, and nothing better than hopping in the pool with a strawberry bombshell blonde. That's my personal favorite. You can also grab the Southern Brunch citrus shandy, maybe just the old school bombshell blonde. That can't ever be a wrong choice, I'm telling you. And they got the new Fuzz Pedal IPA out as well. All of those available in cans. Southern Star was the first to can craft in Texas, and they still exclusively can craft. They have no bottles, so you're never going to be like, get out of here. Like, you can't bring bottles to the beach a bunch of times. They don't want that. At the pools, they don't want you taking bottles to the pool when you're floating down the river. They don't want bottles because it breaks, and then it's a hazard to everybody. Hey, Southern Star, they're not going to break because they're fucking cans, and they're great. The best beer on the planet. You go up to the brewery, the nicest people on the planet, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Let them know you're part of the Gravy Gang, and they will make sure you have the best time ever. If you're going up to the brewery, take a tour with Ben. He'll hook you up. Tell Keith we said what's up. Keith's a great guy. Check out his podcast, the 52 podcast. They record it right there at Southern Star. I bet you if you ask him, he'll show you the room that they recorded in, and you can go check that out. Really cool guys. Angel's up there. We fucking love Angel. Shout out to everybody up at Southern Star Brewing Company. Let them know you're part of the Gravy Gang when you go up there. You'll see the flag when you're getting your tokens, and they'll be like, oh, you're Gravy? Come on in, bro. Welcome to the club. And 3525 North Fraser Street is the coolest brewery in Houston. And you can also pick up Southern Star at any location, pretty much at most of your grocery stores. If you can't get it at a grocery store, go to Specs, go to Total Wine and more. Most liquor stores also have some Southern Star as well, as long as you're in Texas. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world, and the official sponsor of our Not Cool segment, which begins now.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, let's start off with some listener submitted not cools. Our first one, and okay, this is a little bit of an asterisk not cool, because I feel like it is a not cool is what he's doing, but it's more of like an answers question, but we're going to allow it in the not cool segment this time. Next time we'll just move it to answers, I guess. But this is from Brandon Davis, aka Texas Cat Daddy. He's at A Stream of Cream on Twitter. And Brandon says, why can't I order some bomb ass chicken wings in the morning? Like, fuck whoever said people are only allowed to eat chicken wings from lunchtime until dinner time. It's fucking America. And it's time we step up as a community and open a chain that does this. I mean, nobody's telling you you're not allowed to have them. I mean, I can tell you multiple days, just off the top of my head, that I've had like leftover wings in the fridge, and that's what you eat for breakfast. But I do think that there is a great way to have like a breakfast wings place. And I actually, you guys know that I like buying up domain names. I do own breakfastwings.com. I've owned it for about 3 years, and I'm pretty sure my Google thing just told me that it renewed. So
I'm trying to look at it. See, this all depends on what time you consider to be breakfast.
But
For me,
like I was listening to somebody talk about this today, and it actually kind of like the same conversation, almost like, because I was talking about like dumb websites there, and I said breakfast wings, like what would be in breakfast wings, and we kind of just like chicken and waffles fucking kills. Throw some fucking little baby waffles and then a bunch of just chicken wings on top of it. Like, yeah, that's a fucking chicken wing breakfast place.
or just, dude, chicken and eggs. Like, people do steak and eggs all the time. Just fry up some fucking drumsticks and serve like two.
And they have to be flats and drums
style.
But like that could be the only thing. It's not chicken and waffles. I mean, that is chicken, but it's like wings and waffles, like chicken wings and waffles.
I'm trying to think, like, what else?
Because like if you want to talk presentation,
like wings on top of it,
I'd be down for that. Like presentation wise, you get a big fat fucking waffle and it's just soaked with syrup, and then you put a bunch of just regular hot wings on top of that bitch. You can eat the hot wings. They got a little syrup on it. You get a little hot and sour, or hot and sweet.
I mean, my favorite wing place, they open at 11. And for me, a lot of days, 11 o'clock is still breakfast time. So that's what I'm saying. It just depends on what time is your breakfast. I mean,
I think breakfast is anything until noon. Breakfast is anything until noon. because you're in the brunch category at like 11, but I think it still counts as breakfast if you're eating breakfast. Like brunch to me is like if you have like shrimp and grits is more of like a brunch type thing, but I guess you could also have it for breakfast. But it's like you can classify like if I just have bacon and eggs at 11 o'clock in the morning, that's still fucking breakfast. Noon,
I mean,
that's more lunchtime, but you can still have breakfast for dinner. Like people still do that. Why can't we have dinner for breakfast?
technically for me, the sandwich that I had right before we started this was breakfast because I woke up at 2 o'clock today. Because I stayed up till 6 finishing the Pacific because it's a fucking amazing show. And then I had to wake back up at 8 because we had an AC guy come in. He was done in 45 minutes. And 9 o'clock, I went back to bed from 9 until 2.
Nice.
So my 2:30 sandwich that I ate today, that was breakfast. And it was
I mean, it's the
fucking
first meal
delicious.
you have technically.
Yeah. It just you gotta just you gotta broaden your idea of what breakfast is.
No, I mean, Brandon, I do agree with you. Like, it is kind of bullshit that it's like not like a chain thing, but like I feel like it's not that insane. And I'm with you on that. It's weird that it's not like a whole thing, like just breakfast wings. But like you could also like probably like come up with like ways to, like dress wings that are with breakfast stuff, you know?
I mean, I get his frustration
donuts
because most of these places aren't
gourmet
open.
donuts are kind of crazy. Like now, like if you think about gourmet donuts, but like you put like Cheerios, like I don't know how that would be. Could you bread chicken wings and like Cheerios or like Fruit Loops? Because you can buy like Fruit Loop donuts, and I get that it's sweet on
most
sweet, but like
definitely.
try that.
Dude, I've had chicken tenders that were
Just smash up a bunch of cereal and put it all over there.
I've had
Fruity
chicken
Pebble
tenders
wings?
that had fruity pebbles in the chicken tenders. So you can most definitely do it with wings. You just gonna make sure you're doing breaded wings.
Which I mean, like, yeah, they're still chicken wings.
What time does Hooters open?
But like
I
the
mean,
whole
right
thing
there,
is like
I
you're
would
not
guess it's
going there
probably
for
11.
breakfast. It's more of like a lunch or dinner that you're eating at breakfast. They need to specifically make wings that are meant for breakfast, not just eating like you should be able to go to Wingstop and just have like breakfast type wings. I think that's what he's going for. Like
I completely concur with that.
Like I don't have a
100%.
problem with you going and just ordering hot wings at 8 a.m. in the morning. If that's what you're feeling like, you go off, King. But like also I want some that are specified to being only breakfast wings. Like they stop serving them at noon. Do that. Now that's what you got to do, because you got to make it exclusive, and then you become a hot spot because people are like, yo, have you had those Fruity Pebble wings over at Gravy's? And that's our food truck, but we stopped serving it. We switched to regular wings and just biscuits and gravy at noon. And it's like McDonald's where you're like, fuck, just missed McDonald's breakfast. And then you always feel like you missed out. So then you got to go next time. You got to create the want. So you have to start cutting it off. That's what we got to do. You got to make it exclusive.
Chicken wing and biscuit and gravy. Boom.
Yeah.
Nice
Just-
crunchy, crispy
Just
wings.
a biscuit and like a whole thing of that, and just poured with gravy on top of it. And it's just hot wings. I mean, really, we're just not coming up with like I think that you have to have the Fruity Pebble breaded wings. You have to get some like some cinnamon toast wings.
Cinnamon toast wings would be-
I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know.
That fucks.
Dude, you working a bunch this weekend?
I'm off Sunday.
You wanna? I mean, Emma's gonna be out of town. Boys Day. You wanna just come over? We'll buy some chicken wings. I'll get some cinnamon toast crunch, and we can just pour that cinnamon over it, cook them, and just see how it comes. Just see how it goes. You know.
I mean, we'll probably burn your apartment down trying to fry them, but yeah, let's do it.
I have an air fryer that doesn't burn things down. I mean, it can.
Kind of feels like cheating with chicken wings, but we'll do it. We'll do it. I'm down.
Just to try it. I mean, we get like a dozen wings and we do a different one for each one. I think it's doable. And I think we're onto something, Brandon.
I might
and
even
I already
buy
own the website, breakfastwings.com. I own it. So like it's like this was meant to be.
I can do some R&D too. I'll pick up some chicken wings maybe tomorrow. I'll bring them to work on Friday and I'll grab some stuff and I'll have the kitchen guys help me fuck around with it. And we'll do it in the actual fryer, and then we'll see how it compares to the air fryer.
Dude, cinnamon toast wings. Just that sounds dope.
Dude, cinnamon toast crunch wings? Fuck yeah. Applejack wings? Frosted
All you
Flake
gotta do
wings.
is just smash the cereal up and then make it gourmet wings like gourmet donuts are. And people charge like some people pay like $6 a donut for those like fancy donut places. You can charge $6 for a fucking wing.
You put it in the flour, put it in the buttermilk, and then you roll it in the cereal, the crushed up cereal, and then you drop it in the fryer.
That's the whole thing. You gotta go gourmet. Emma works at a cookie place. I don't want to give out the name right now because I don't know if she wants me to or not, but it's like a gourmet cookie thing. And it's like, once you get to like, we're gourmet donuts, you just jack up the price on whatever it is by $4 and you sell it individually. So then you have to spend $16 if you want to get a pack of them. Like, that's where you make your money. Then we'll start selling like a drumstick that's just covered in Cinnamon Toast Crunch stuff that we've cooked. And it's just, you dip it in some syrup. You can have some syrup to dip it in instead of ranch, because it's the breakfast wing part of it. What other stuff would we have to dip it in? Gravy and syrup would be the two things instead of ranch and blue cheese.
Gravy and syrup, yeah.
It's too easy.
Oh, and this might be weird, but if we're going to be rolling it in cereal, maybe we try dipping it in milk too. Just to see. Maybe it's fire.
Why not? Don't you have to dip chicken in milk sometimes when you're like breading it anyways? Is that
buttermilk? You go flour, buttermilk, and then flour again, and then you fry it. Or so sometimes just wings. Sometimes just flour. Buttermilk, Cinnamon Toast Crunch wings.
Dude, we just made like 7 things already on the menu.
Did we just start a food truck?
Brandon, you get a cut of it because like it was your inspiration. Dude, but I also already own the website, so it's like you buy the website. That tells you like, don't ever make fun of me for buying dumb domain names, because we just made one that's going to be relevant now.
If this is absolutely fire, I've got a buddy that used to work at the restaurant that does a food truck now. But we do a slow rollout there, see how it goes. I'm excited, dude. So I'm not going to do them with wings first because I've got chicken at the restaurant. I'm going to buy some fucking cereals and I'm going to fucking cereal up some chicken like tendies and fry them up and see how it goes.
Go do me a favor right now. Go to, like, everybody listening, type in breakfastwings.com just to prove that I'm not making this bullshit up.
Why did I put a space? I'm stupid.
I've done that so many times too.
Dude, because who types in websites anymore? You just type in the thing and then click the link. Welcome to the Gravy Gang.
It's Pass the Gravy Pod. Like, every website that I put, every domain name that I buy, every dumb domain name, I just reroute it to passthegravypod.com. So it's like, yes, you can tell that Alex owns this because it goes directly to his podcast. I probably had this for 3 years now, and it's just been waiting for the right time. And you know what? Sometimes the idea finds you. You don't have to find the idea, and bam, we're about to start a revolution, boys.
Okay, so Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Frosted Flakes. Give me at least one more cereal that I should try frying some shit up in tomorrow.
Do we go Cocoa Pebbles? Fruity / Cocoa Pebbles too?
I don't know, something. Well, if it's going to be a breakfast one, I guess the chocolate isn't bad. Ooh, you can even do a little chocolate syrup drizzle over that wing. The drizzle is the key. It makes it fancy. All right, hold on. Let me write down this list, and I'll buy the cereals today. I'll buy the cereals today, and then, yeah. Dude, I'm so
okay. This is, I mean, it's kind of a shitty cereal. It's better as a treat, but Rice Krispie wings.
I think Frosted Flake is better.
Yeah.
Because like the Rice Krispie treat is the best cereal. And
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Smash that Captain Crunch up. Oops, all wings.
Fuck. Cocoa, Frosted Flake, Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and what was the other one that we said? Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
All right,
Cocoa
dude.
Pebbles.
Tomorrow we're gonna change the world.
We just started.
I'm just gonna make a tender of each of these. I'm gonna make a chicken tender of each one of these, and I'm just gonna have everyone at the restaurant try it and see which ones are.
If it works on a chicken tender, it's gonna work on a chicken wing.
See, that's why I said I've got plenty of chicken at the restaurant I can play around with. And also, my boss goes by like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm researching and developing things for the happy hour menu."
Well, do you have a brunch menu?
No,
you're about to.
You're about to, and we don't.
You're about to.
We have brunch features that we do on the weekend.
But dude, like get like a flight of wings. You could do fucking wing flights, bro. You get one of each. I'll take the wing flight, and it's just a flat of each. Like you get the Cocoa Pebble one, you get the Fruity Pebble one, you get the Cocoa Pebble one, you get the Frosted Flake one, you get the all the ones we just said. I didn't write it down, but all the ones we just said you get. We're gonna be.
These are like some of my favorite ones when like we're like, oh man, we're flying, and then we just hit one tangent and we hold on it for like 25 fucking minutes.
Well, it happened,
dude. When inspiration strikes. And here's the crazy thing. I've been looking down, like writing shit down this whole time. I've barely even been looking at the camera. Those are some of my favorite times. And I'm just like, dude, yes, got to write this all down so I don't fucking forget.
I'm really excited for this. Breakfast wings, baby.
You might need to come by the
Breakfast
restaurant
wings.
around 2 to 2:30 tomorrow and try some of these out.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I have an interview around. Yeah, my interview will be done by then.
Yeah. Come by, get a drink at the bar, and we'll fucking R&D some of this shit.
Podcast interview, not job interview. Just making sure that was specified. So people are like, you looking for another job? No, I'm not.
You might have to ask the person what he thinks about breakfast wings as an idea.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah. 50-50. They're going to completely shit on the idea. Like, what is wrong with you? But I'd like to hear the take.
All right. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Shout out Brandon. That was a not cool, but that ended up being a very cool, not cool. So I'm glad we allowed that into the not cool segment here. Next one we got. This is a serious one. So put on your serious hats. Melissa Hyde at Mel Hyde myself. I don't know 100% the context of this, but we're just gonna hope everything's okay. Melissa says, in a word, her not cool is addiction. Addiction is not cool. Not cool for those who can't beat it, and not cool for those that are continuously hurt because of it. It just plain sucks. Don't know exactly the specifics of that, but I hope that everything's okay. Just know that you just gotta keep on keeping on. That was the worst.
Yeah.
That
no,
was
I mean, sometimes
motivation. No,
some of the worst parts of addiction is having to be the one that's not even the one addicted. You're just having to watch it. That shit
Right.
sucks. And you just
sorry
gotta
you're going
hope
through
they'll
that,
accept the
or
help
whoever-
that they need.
Yeah. Send a love your way, Melissa. T's and P's.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
And we're not trying to just jump over that. I just don't want to get silly while like we're talking about a serious.
There's just not
subject,
much
you
to
know?
add to it. It's just, yeah, it fucking sucks.
Josh Treecoddle at Joshua Tree 713 says his not cool is it's fucking hot and we haven't had rain in weeks. I'm torching out pieces of welded metal to fit on saws, and I have to keep stopping because I can't see with all the sweat in my eyes.
Have you considered a bandana?
The heat. A sweatband.
That's what they make them
So if
for.
you're welding stuff, you probably have to have that welding helmet on, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, you can have a bandana.
Put a
underneath
bandana.
it, but still, you're probably sweating so much that you're sweating through it anyway. But
Yeah.
maybe give it a shot. Ooh, maybe take your past the gravy gator that you have and
Slide it
scrunch it
up.
up and use that as a
Yeah,
headband.
I like that.
That might help,
It's a good
and
idea.
you'll look sexy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, the heat fucking sucks, dude. The heat.
Yeah, our
fucking
AC
sucks.
guy almost died on Monday because he was in our attic.
Can't imagine having to do that every single day. I
Must have
went
been like
running the other-
160 up there.
Like Sunday, I think was the day it got to 105 at some point in some place in the city, and I went running and I was hungover. It was like a hungover run, so it was just me
That's
sweating
dumb.
alcohol out the whole time.
That's just
And
trying
I
to
got-
die.
But I got to this park that I normally run at, and I was like, oh, I mean, whatever. I'm just gonna go run. I'm sure other people are doing that. And there's literally nobody else at the park. It was too hot for anybody else. Like, oh, this is a dumb idea, Alex.
We were actually talking about that at work the other day because one of the guys, he's about to buy a bike and then just bike to work because he's close enough. We're like, well, obviously, he's going to bring a spare of clothes. We're like, that's going to really suck because it's so hot. But at least on a bike, you're moving quick enough to where you have a breeze in your face. And one of the girls was like, yeah, I was at the park running like a dumbass the other day, and all the bikers seemed fine, and they had their little backpack with the water that shoots right in, and I'm running around like an idiot, just dying. So yeah, running is stupid. Get a bike. Especially because biking, you can do it inside in the air conditioning.
You can. You have to buy a Peloton one.
So you can actually just buy this thing that it takes your back wheel off the ground and just holds it up. That's all you gotta do. My mom has one.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll invest in that. But I also don't really have room for a bike. I should put that on my
No,
wedding
you don't.
registry and see if I can. That was me when I told you I was looking at those electric bikes on Amazon. I was just like, I should get these. No, I shouldn't. You don't have places for that, dumbass.
You could put it on your patio.
Then the ruined space on my patio too.
It's a bike. You just throw it up against the wall when you're not using it.
Yeah, but we like to go out on the patio, so
Then move it inside when you're outside.
no, I don't want to keep doing that.
I'm just trying to give you ideas, buddy.
No, I get you. I get you. Our next one, this is our last listener submitted one. It's from Ashley Wilkins, Buster Healer Mix on Twitter. And she says, her not cool is my kid went to sleepaway camp. I was on my way to Lake Charles to gamble, and I got a phone call that camp was ending early because of COVID positives. I had to make a 4-hour round trip to pick him up. Yeah, that's a solid not cool.
I mean,
Just like a sudden
would have been
change of
okay by
plans
himself
like that,
there,
where it's-
right?
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
With COVID. Yeah.
You just call a friend, be like, hey, I really, really need this gambling weekend. Can you go
I'm
pick
going to
him up?
gamble, so yeah, I don't know what you want from me exactly.
Yeah, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, that does blow. T's and P's.
Yeah, I'm
Hopefully
sorry about that one.
y'all
That
and the kid don't have COVID.
outside of the actual serious one, I feel like that was the best one, just because you're like, I just want to gamble and fucking be reckless at the casino. Now I got to be a parent again.
Now I gotta be a grown up.
Damn.
Thanks a lot, COVID. All right,
Thanks, Jenna.
moving on. You seem like you have a lot. Why don't you start us off? Because mine
Yeah,
are not
so
that good.
I'll just run these through this. Well, one, this robe. If you've been watching, I've been doing this because it's starting to get really fucking hot. Like it's not really robe weather, but I wanted to wear this because it's funny and
Right.
yeah,
You got it.
but it's fucking hot wearing a robe right now. Also, I realized yesterday that my license expired on my birthday on the 9th. So I just kind of have been driving with an expired license, which isn't that big of a deal, but
Oops.
I renewed it online yesterday. So that was a thing. I got to start making car payments again tomorrow. So that fucking sucks. Haven't done that in a while. It's been
Yeah,
over
that
a
is
year.
no fun.
Not excited about that one. After Alex talked about getting, if you guys were watching, you saw a stupid look on my face while he was talking about having a mini fridge. I started Googling soda vending machines. And while I'm not going to get a full size one because they're like $5,000, I'm probably going to draw $200 on like one of those old retro Coca-Cola ones that holds like 12 cans.
Mm-hmm.
So just more money. And then this is actually my main one. And it happened last Wednesday after the fucking podcast. I'm leaving my buddy's house and I pull up to a red light where it's a T where you go straight there. You can only go left or right, only left or right. I'm in the right-hand lane. There's 5 cars in front of me. The fucking asshole at the front of the line just sat there for the entire light cycle, just sitting there, not turning right. Cars aren't coming. He's got plenty of time to go. I don't want to honk because, like I said, there's like 4 cars in front of me before we even get to him. Then I just see like an asshole honking at the guy in front of me, and there's nothing he can do. Then as soon as it turns green, the guy turns right. I wanted to take a
turn
crowbar
right.
on it. Yeah, had
Bro, you're allowed to do that. You just do it.
Was, like there is a because it's a T and there's 3 lanes. There's a middle lane, and it says no right turn on green from middle lane. There's a sign right up next to the light, but it says from middle lane. I think this dumbass was just like, oh no, right turn on right. Like people were going around him, pulling up to the middle lane and turning right around him because he wasn't. It was just so. I wanted to take a crowbar to this guy's temple.
Yeah, it's annoying. That is frustrating.
Like, if you can't figure out that you're allowed to turn right on right, you shouldn't be on the road.
You shouldn't at all.
Your license is revoked. Get the fuck off the road, you piece of shit.
I agree 100%.
Like I texted you immediately, and I was like, "Got my not cool for next week already."
Yeah,
Not even 4 hours after the podcast.
you
was done.
did.
I was so fucking angry. But yeah, those were my not cools for the week.
Yeah, mine weren't anything like that crazy. I cracked my phone screen again. So I think this is like the 5th time I've had to get that screen replaced. But
Well-
I got a good spot now. Now I got a phone replaced. Like I got a phone screen replacement guy, and you just go like, "Hey, what's up?" It's like
How much
next
is
to a
it?
gas station. I think this one was $80. I think it's been
That's not
50
bad.
before.
So what? Here's my thing. My phone screen has been cracked for a little while, but it's not. I'm just gonna wait until it like becomes an issue, and then I'm gonna fix it.
So yeah, usually like I had dropped it a while back, and it had this little like it was like a chip, but it wasn't really like a crack. It was like there was like a spot on it, and if you looked at it, like if like the screen I was looking at was white, there was like a tiny little speck of like blue on it from like where it was cracked, but it wasn't like bad. So I just like had that for weeks, and then like I dropped it, and then it was dropped again, and then it was just like spider cracked. Like you could see like a point of impact, and then it went all over. So it was like if I was trying like we did that podcast on Sunday night, and I was trying to edit something on my phone with it, and like I just couldn't really like make out the edges of shit because there was so many cracks on it. So I was like, this fucking sucks. I'm not doing this. And so then I went and I just got it fixed. But just like, yeah, cracking your phone screen, that's a pain in the ass. And then it's also like you just realize like how much you look at your phone. Where like the guy was like, yeah, just give me 30 minutes, and I just sat there and waited, and like the little it's like a key, it is a building, but it's like a little kiosk basically that's inside, and you go in.
You can't
and I just
listen
like
to music.
Yeah, I just like,
Can't
I
scroll.
kept all my music on my phone. Damn it! I just
Yeah, I
sat
gotta-
in a chair and just stared at the floor for like 15 minutes while I did that.
When I eventually do that, I'm just gonna have to like bring my laptop and listen to Pandora or something.
In the bathroom, and Emma and our our master bathroom, we got one of those. It's like the ring game where you just like hit the button on the wing, and it shoots bubbles up, and you try and get the rings. Like it was like those old Burger King games. You just
I
try to
love
get the
those.
rings to go down there, and it's like if you forget your phone and you're pooping, you're like shit. Oh, actually, now I have this game. Got all the rings. Like I should have brought that, just because it would have given me something to do to kill like 10, 15 minutes. A ball and cup. Bring one of those. I don't
That's
know.
brilliant. Everyone should have one of those in their guest bathroom.
Just in case. You never know. Nobody has magazines anymore.
No, because everyone just reads on their phone. We actually
Mhm.
probably read more than any other generation ever,
We just don't read
But-
books.
but we're not reading stuff that makes you think and actually makes you smarter. We're reading shit that makes you dumber.
And memes. And memes.
Well, yeah,
Which
but
is
memes
low,
probably
which is
make
low
you dumber
content.
because it's just you sitting there going,
I'm very low content. I'm a low content male.
you are low content. You have 14 podcasts, but you're low content.
Low content. I should have said that. I have 14 podcasts, you fuck.
You don't even know about this content game, bitch.
And then what was my other one? Oh, I drank so much. My brother got engaged. Shout out to Will and Alyssa. He got engaged on Saturday.
Shout out.
And I'm doing the Invisalign thing. You guys know that if you've been listening for the last couple of weeks. So I can really only drink like clear liquids. Like you can drink wine, I guess, and stuff. They told me I should not because it could stain the trays. But like I had to like brush my teeth after I take the trays out. And like if I drink anything else, it's like to make sure that it doesn't like fuck with the trays. Like I drink like I've been drinking vodka sodas. So I can just put a straw, you put a little like liquor straw, a little stir straw, and I'll make vodka sodas and just kind of sit on the couch and drink that because like it's clear liquid. So it's like not fucking with the tray and staining your teeth possibly. So my brother got engaged and he like proposed at a brunch. And then we all met him at this bar downtown, and his fiance's sister flew in, and her friends from like Minnesota and Kansas City and all over the place had flown in to like surprise her when they got there. And we started drinking at like noon. Like noon was when I had my first drink, but I was drinking vodka sodas. So from noon until like 7 o'clock or later, I was drinking vodka sodas pretty much all day. And it was just, I'm used to drinking beer and I can hang with beer, but liquor just, it gets you. And I threw up from drinking for the first time. And I think the last time I threw up was when we did that COVID stream during a UFC fight where I just didn't come back. I left.
It's been
I
that
didn't
long?
come back on the stream. Yeah, I don't throw up a lot from drinking. Yeah, it was the first time in a couple of years, but it was like I hadn't really eaten a lot that day. At some point, somebody brought Frank's Pizza from downtown, and we ate that. And I had like 2 slices of pizza, but you could tell that I had pizza because there were chunks of pizza in the vomit. And like also, I was just shit faced, and like it went all over the toilet. So then the next morning, I had to like bleach the toilet and like kind of clean everything up. And it was just like the whole throwing up. And it wasn't like, because normally like if when I would throw up, like I would know it was coming, and like I was just so fucked up that like I don't really remember the Uber ride home. Don't really remember it. It was blackout drunk, and it was just like, fuck, I'm getting too old to do this shit. But like, just throwing up.
Your brother
throwing up from right. I mean, throwing up from drinking though is never a great feeling.
But it's a socially acceptable time to get so drunk that you throw up. It was your brother's engagement.
I didn't throw up at his house. Didn't throw up at his house. Didn't throw up in front of anybody. I mean, I don't know, but it was I was pretty shitty, and just throwing up from drinking is not cool at 33 years old. So like, not great. Not great. But then just like the throwing up sucked, and then the having to clean up vomit that had been sitting for hours the next morning when I got up. That also sucked. It's like, why didn't you just get in the shower and throw up like a normal person?
You're on the radio at a rock and roll station. You just live a rock and roll lifestyle, man.
So rock and roll, bro.
That's all you gotta say. Be like, no, I don't. It's
rock and roll, baby.
33. I live a rock and roll lifestyle, man.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, I'll spend that next time.
There you go. Next time you act like an absolute jackass and Emma's mad at you for being a drunk idiot, just be like, you know, you got into it. It's a rock and roll lifestyle, baby.
If you remember us doing the UFC stream that night, that was
funny.
Pretty wild. Where I was like, I'll be right back, and I went and I threw up, and I think I just laid on my bed and
you never came back.
Passed the fuck out, and then I remember waking up being like, oh god, I don't remember signing off of the stream, and the stream was still running.
I wonder who the last person in the stream was. Like after I got off and whoever else was with us shut off our cameras, and then they just watched your screen all night long, hoping that you would drunkenly stumble back in.
Just looking at my couch at that point. But yeah, so me throwing up from drinking, like at 33, not cool.
It's rock and roll, baby.
And that concludes the Not Cool segment, guys. Hit us up, #PTG Not Cool on Twitter. And we could read your Not Cool possibly next week. Let's move on to the answer segment, the final portion of the show, where we have the pre-com segment. We throw our ideas out there. If you got any questions, concerns, anything you want to share, there's a high thought, an idea, or anything like that, hit us up, #PTG Answers at Pass the Gray Pod on Twitter. You can also email them to us, answers@passthegraypod.com, or hit us up, passthegraypod.com. And then I believe there's a little answers, like ask us a question link, and you can do that. So shout out to everybody that sent us answers questions. We're going to try and get to the best ones each week. #PTG Answers at Pass Gray Pod on Twitter. I'm also at Alex J. Middleton. Pat is at not Pat Dion. If you want to give us a follow there as well. And then follow us on TikTok. I haven't mentioned our TikTok the last couple of weeks. We have a TikTok now, and people were like, oh, y'all should get a TikTok. And I'm not a millionaire because of TikTok.
God damn it. Is this what's going to make me get TikTok?
Go follow. We just use the Pass the Gravy one. You can populate it with me. We can just share an account.
I've told you this. I can't, because my friends send TikToks of just ridiculous, and it'll fuck up the algorithm.
No, it won't. Our algorithm's already fucked because they're all the brotivation posts that I do, and it just thinks that I want to see other motivational posts, and I hate it.
All right, I'll start using it, and then you'll see what I mean.
Motivational, or like the hurt, like the I was hurt, and this is my defining personality. Like I got cheated on, and now that's the only thing I ever talk about in every aspect of my life. And you're like, you made a TikTok about this? This is sorry.
Send me the dates, and I'll log on, and I'll fuck it up real quick, and you'll see.
Also, not like bonus not cool is just TikTok, because I just get sucked into it sometimes. Like I hate it. But I also just like looking at it, be like staged, and then I go look at the comments to see if anybody else says staged. And I'm like, what the fuck? How have nobody called this person? Now this is fake. This is so fake.
Yeah. All I do is scroll through fucking Instagram stories now. Or not even stories, just like the reels. I'm
still way more team Instagram over TikTok. But Pass Gray Pod on TikTok, on all social platforms at Pass Gray Pod, and then go follow us on Facebook as well. And if you watch Big Brother, Pass the Gravy Bro too, because we're going to be done with this podcast. We got about an hour to wrap things up. We're going to watch a show episode of Big Brother, and then we're going to do a podcast about Big Brother. And It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun this year. Some people on Reddit, I mean, I don't know, the moderators, Reddit moderators don't want me to talk. The moderators are trying to shut me down. They're trying to hide the truth. And the truth is that memes are funny. But yeah, people are saying it's hilarious that we can watch a show and be like, that was a funny one. I liked that one. And then everybody else is like, this is toxic and rude and mean.
I've been permanently banned from participating in r/Big Brother.
I told you
already. Yep.
Oh, I hope I didn't get banned too. I hope they didn't think you were me.
No, I mean, why would they think that? Oh, because of the meme
I
thing?
literally just had like a whole thing with them.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, mine is.
I've not been banned. I'm still.
I've got the worst Reddit name. It's just, I don't care if you guys know. It's just Pat Dion 1990. Because when I set it up, I didn't know about like Reddit. You just use a ridiculous fake name.
Yeah, that's why you have to have a couple of them that are just trash ones. But the beauty of mine is like my brother's old roommate and I used to get in like arguments with each other on Reddit, but then we would have 4 accounts that were just making troll posts to the troll posts that we had. And then it would just like we would attack other people, but it wasn't our main one. So it didn't fuck up our shit. But like you have to have like so much like time on a site on Reddit before it'll let you like do certain shit. And it's like mine have all like 3 years on them. I never use them, but it's like I still remember the info for like 2 of them. I'm sure I can figure it out if I wanted to, and I'll just create another one. Just create a burner one, and that can be your Big Brother shit posting one.
I mean, I'm not gonna go on Big Brother at all. I barely use Reddit as is. I scroll through Reddit when I've already scrolled through Twitter and Instagram.
Reddit every single day, bro.
It's not my front page of my internet.
Oh, well, I look at the sports book page and I just look at like I like to see like people that post their bets, their picks of the day. And if like a bunch of people have the same one, I'm like, all right, I'll drop on that one. It's like the Wall Street bets, but it's just gambling. Not
mine is just random shit like Kitchen Confidential, fight porn, maybe.
All of my teams.
Just boot things.
Let's get to the answer segment. We don't have a sponsor for it. And it's brought to you by us.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
Our first question this week comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, Skylar!
At OMG at Skylar on Twitter, and Skylar says, is toothpaste the only detergent whose flavor we care about? Is toothpaste
well, I mean,
detergent?
people were eating Tide Pods for a little bit there, so they probably cared about the flavor a little bit.
We're only coming one flavor, I would imagine. No,
well, I don't know.
Have different flavors, I bet.
That when you go to the dentist and they're like, do you want bubble gum or do you want schnozberry or whatever it is? Isn't that, is that detergent? I don't know what that shit is. I'll say yes. Toothpaste is the only detergent.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
I don't know what the fuck that dentist shit is. If we have any dentists that listen to us, let us know.
I had to buy toothpaste the other day and I was really contemplating getting one of the kids flavored ones.
Ooh, I'm gonna try that. I need to.
Cotton candy kind of seems like a bomb ass toothpaste.
Yeah. I brush my teeth in that tube lately.
Like 75 times a day now. I have to have like an on the go, like little mini toothpaste thing. And yeah, like just with the Invisalign, you have to brush your teeth fucking every 5 minutes, it feels like. But yeah, like I was like, I should just get the cotton candy flavored one. And I was like, no, they're gonna laugh at me as I'm buying this at the grocery store.
Actually, they won't, because you're at that age where you could have
I might have a kid. Yeah.
Dude, we're in our 30s.
When I get in a couple months when I have the wedding ring on, then I'll be like, oh, he's definitely a dad. Definitely a dad. He's buying cotton candy and then a bunch of alcohol. A Snickers bar, cotton candy toothpaste, and 27 beers.
Yeah, my kid's having a sleepover. Got to get through it.
Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston writes in and she says, what is worse, walking through a spider web or walking through a hot fart?
Spider web.
I'm assuming the hot fart is not yours.
Spider
If
web.
it's
'Cause at
yours, you
least
like
the
knew what
fart
you were
is still
getting
funny.
into.
Like even no matter how gross the fart is, at least it's funny on some level. The spider web, you just sit there go, oh, what the fuck? Every time. There's nothing enjoyable about a spider web.
You're right. I walk my dog, and like there's a couple of trees. Like I'll go one of the paths I take, and when I duck under the trees at night, sometimes there's like spider webs that have been like built over that time, and it's like fuck up, and you just take your hat off and like shake it, and you're like, all right, well, hopefully nothing got in my mouth.
Like even if you're hungover as shit and you walk through a hot fart and it's so bad that you gag and throw up, that's something you'll look back on later and laugh.
Usually when you're walking through a hot fart, you can just like speed through it. Once you've gone through the spider web, you still got to get that shit off you, you know?
Dude, I hot farted myself in the shower the other day. And that's the worst because you're trapped. There's nowhere you can go. But even like
You
5
just stick
seconds
your
later
head
when
out
it
the
started,
curtain and you're like,
I didn't even do that. I should have done that. But 5 seconds later, when it's dissipated, you're like, all right, that's pretty funny. I farted in the shower.
it's guy talk. This again, guy talk on the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Dudes rock, man. Dudes rock.
I think you can get out of a hot fart faster. Like if you got crop dusted in a group, you know, like you can just bounce. Although like walking into an elevator that's got a hot fart in it, that's one of the worst.
That's still funny though. Like I've told the story on the pod before.
You're
How when I
trapped and it
was,
closes. You're like, oh no, oh god,
I was probably somewhere between like 9 and 11 years old. And we were on one of those, like we flew up to Newark, and then from there we were flying over into like Massachusetts or New Hampshire, wherever the fuck we were. So it's one of those short little airlines where you're on or air flights where you're only on there for like 45 minutes. And I farted and it slowly crept throughout the entire plane, and it was bad, but the entire plane was laughing. Like
they know it was you.
It started out with just me and my brother. And then the people around us smelled it and they started laughing. And then like slowly it just moved back. So like I'm sure the people right next to us knew it was me.
But yeah, as long as everybody else doesn't know it's you, and like a sneaky hot fart is funnier than when everybody's like, oh, gross, this guy is nasty. Then you're like a pariah. But if they don't know that, that's good.
It was one of that and breaking the water barrier are like two of the proudest moments of my life.
There you go. It's just guy stuff.
Good try.
Alex O at Alex McThunder says, if you own a piece of land, do you own it all the way to the core of the earth? I do not believe so, but like the logic is solid on that.
No, it's actually not, because if you think about it, the government would never let you.
Well, also like you have to run like water lines, you have to run like electric lines, you have to have like gas lines, all the other stuff is there, and like anybody could just dig as far down as they wanted.
You don't even own what you own. You're still paying taxes on it.
Yeah.
The government just allows you to think you own land.
Sure, you paid it off. The tax man's coming though. Although I don't pay taxes.
Yeah, it's your land that if we ever decided we wanted, we could literally legally steal from you and call it eminent domain.
Yeah, because the government can just be,
we're
gonna build a highway
if you want to get pissed off at the government.
We're gonna build a highway here. Get the fuck out.
Like, oh, you don't want to take our sediment? Okay, well now we're just taking your land. We don't give a fuck that you don't want to give it up.
You want to get stuck in a wormhole? I don't want to get too into it here. The Lake Livingston, or no, not Lake Livingston. Fuck.
Lake Conroe?
No, it's in Georgia. Hold on, I'm googling it.
I would have to assume at least one of the people in Conroe got eminent domain, because there's houses and neighborhoods in the bottom of Lake Conroe. I don't know about neighborhoods, but there's definitely houses. Before they dammed this shit up and just made a lake, you can still hit trees with your boat.
Lake Lanier. It's Lake Lanier. Just Google Lake Lanier haunted. And it's like, there was literally like an entire community that they were just like, hey, get the fuck out. We're going to flood this shit because we're going to build a lake for the whole state. And like people drown in that lake all the time. And they like, I mean, I know like in Livingston or Conroe or whatever, like people like used to like, they just like chopped off the top of trees, but there were still like entire trees.
Yeah. Like, you can still
like
hit.
Conroe. It was like, if it's above the water line, yeah, we'll chop it down. But it's like, we don't know what the fuck's down there. And you can go jump in and just get stuck. But like on the Lake Lanier, people like somebody said that their like cousin or whoever jumped in and just got stuck in a chimney and drowned. Like there was a chimney because there was a full fucking house there, and just
Yeah.
they like how were they supposed to know? But yeah, just Lake Lanier. Look that up. It's fucking wild. There's some crazy shit about eminent domain. It was just like they're like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, like if they want to build a highway, like we're gonna build a highway. You got this long to move, and we're gonna give you what we think is worth your land. Trail of Tears. Also, that was probably the worst example ever, like the most gruesome example of
Eminent domain. Yeah, never even thought about that, but yeah, that qualifies.
That was the original eminent domain, probably.
Government fucking shit up since the beginning. That's their slogan.
Yeah. So yeah, no, you don't own all the way to the core of the earth. I think I saw somebody like on that tweet thread say I think that you own
Like 12 feet or something,
like
or 6 feet.
15 feet or something like that.
And also, you don't even really own that because you have to ask permission to dig, or else you have to at least check, because then you're going to hit like power and sewage lines underneath your property. That
It says there's no real limit enforced by courts, but it's kind of on a case-to-case basis. It just depends, I guess, if you live on above anything like that. But yeah, that would so no, you don't own it to the core of the earth, but you should. That'd be sick though. You just build bomb shelters.
Ooh, like Blast from the Past. One of those would be so dope.
Just dig for oil.
Or just dig holes because you want to, because you're a dude. You like
Guys
digging.
dig holes.
Dudes rock.
Raymundo Benavides at Kmundo B on Twitter says, would you rather be 5'2" with an 8-inch wiener or 6'8" with a 4-inch wiener? I don't think a 4-inch wiener is like that small, guys. It's bigger than what I got right now, so you know. I'd go with the 6'8" because then I got height. I could dunk.
You know what? I want to say 5'2" with the 8, just because I really don't want a small wiener. But if I'm 6'8", I'm in the majors. So I'm gonna have a lot of money. It won't matter that I have a small.
I just want to be able to dunk.
Like I had natural ability. I wouldn't be like one of those just people who's 6'8" for no fucking reason. Like I would have done something with 6'8". At the very least, I'd be playing basketball over in Europe. And I'd be making a healthy living. I want to be happy because I'm living in Europe, but I'm not fucking happy here. So what does it matter?
Basketball in Russia. That's the main thing.
No, I'd be in like fucking
You don't want to
Barcelona.
play over there.
Oh, I'd be in the fucking
España.
top league. Come on, I'm
You
gonna.
just can't. Just don't take any weed pens to the airport.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess 6'8" with the 4-inch wiener.
I go 6'8" with 4-inch wiener.
Yeah, you just gotta learn how to use it, and then
Bigger than what I got now. Bigger than what I got now, so I'm good.
You gotta get just really good at eating pussy, and then just don't be afraid to use toys to help her out.
Right.
Which, by the way, guys, you shouldn't be anyway.
Hey, this is a sex
Toys are your
positive
friends,
podcast, all right?
not your enemies.
Mm-hmm.
You should ask her,
We've all
hey, what's your
learned a
favorite toy? Break it out. Let's go. Keep it away from my butt.
Try it
But
out. Yeah. Or maybe if you want it that way, you can do that too.
You
We don't
can.
care.
No, I
We
was
don't
just saying
kink
me.
shame.
I don't.
We don't kink shame here. Yeah.
My butt's a disaster. I don't want anyone to touch it.
This is such a weird answer to that one. Luke Soin emailed in and he says, when two homeless people cross paths, who asks for $1 first? I just think it depends on the homeless people.
I would assume they probably try and barter. They don't ask the other one for money. Maybe a barter, like, what do you got? This is what I got. You want to trade anything?
Like, you know, the other guy's homeless though. Like a homeless guy can tell that someone else is homeless, right?
I mean, probably. They're also dirty carrying a shopping cart, so or pushing a shopping cart. If they're carrying a shopping cart, that's impressive.
I've told y'all my hack that my brother showed me, and it's just when you're at the gas, there's a gas station by my place that like 9 out of 10 times they ask you for money, and you just got to beat them to the punch. Like, hey, buddy, got a couple bucks. I'm trying to get across town. And it's like while you're gassing up the car, and you gotta ask them first. When you see them walking up, you just gotta beat them to the punch, and then they don't know, their brain short circuits, and they're just like and they just walk away most of the time.
My favorite was in Vegas when like the druggies would just walk up, be like, do you have it? And your brother's just like, no. The first time I saw it, he was just like, Nope. It just like buzzed right by him. I was like, God damn, you're used to this, huh? He
Happens
was
enough.
like, dude, scratch marks on the face, meth. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah, I fucking brother. He cracks me up.
I would say whoever, like you, I bet they look at like each other and like, all right, that guy looks more homeless than me, or that guy looks less homeless than me. And if he looks less homeless than you, the less homeless guy gets asked first.
I think they try and barter.
I don't think that they ask each other for money at all. I don't think they even try and barter. I think they just realize like, I'm not going to ask that guy for $1. But
Well, they realize it's somebody who's in a similar situation. Maybe I got something he needs. Maybe he's got something I need. They try and
you
work
got
out a
some
barter.
cans. You got some cans, maybe some plastic bags.
You seen any Priuses we can fucking?
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Thanks for the F Shack.
Let us know if you know, you know. If you know,
Yeah.
if you know, you know on that one. That's it. That was a fun one, man. This and Robert, again, we did it in about 2 minutes. At Past Grade Pod, hashtag PTG answers if you want to weigh in on that. Just give us a follow in general on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, Past Grade Pod, pastthegravypod.com. If you want to go check out the website, we have Past Grade merch. If you want to buy some PTG merch, we'd love to see you guys in our gear and repping the pod. We got all kinds of cool stuff. Perfect for summer. So pastthegravymerch.com for that. And Pat and I, again, we're going to plug Pass the Gravy Bro. If you watch Big Brother, we basically chop it down like it's the sport. And I mean, to us, it is the sport until football starts. And it's a lot of fun. The season, I think, is good through 2 episodes so far. There's some drama, and we're going to get to cover that tonight and Wednesday as you're listening to this, but every Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Big Pass the Gravy Bro comes out. You can listen to that wherever you're listening to Pass the Gravy right now. And you can watch it live and interact with us after each episode on Facebook Live, Pass the Gravy Bro on Facebook, and then at Pass the Gravy Bro on Twitter and Instagram. Anything else?
Yeah, I just thought of for our chicken breakfast restaurant, we can either name it IHOC or just straight up ICOC.
ICOC is good.
Yeah. And our slogan is
And
try our
the
morning
logo-
pecker.
The logo is just a chicken with a huge dick.
No, his dick is just a chicken drumstick.
It's a 6'8" chicken with a 4-inch dick.
Or it's a chicken and then it's 2 eggs and some bacon as a dick. So you know it's a breakfast chicken place.
There you go. It's just, yeah, it's subtle. That's the logo. Like everybody that works there wears the hat. And it's just the 2 eggs and the bacon that look like a dick.
That looks like a cock. It's just 2 eggs, bacon. It's a cock. Cock is another name for rooster.
It's got
Rooster's
the
kind of
rooster
chicken.
top
So-
on the top of the eggs. We'll brainstorm it. We got a lot of brainstorming to do, but shout out to Texas
You'll
Cat Daddy
gobble
for
it
giving us
down.
the idea. Love you
It's all
guys.
chicken
Y'all are the
pox.
best. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much for listening. Please share us with a friend. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you're listening to us. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us each week. Until we talk to you guys next time, pass the gravy. Yeah.
Shorty had them apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor, next thing you know, Shorty gone.